What are non-fungible tokens? This is part one of a 5-part series where we talk about all things related to NFTs. Now, welcome to Entrepreneurs Redefined, a community dedicated to helping you unlock the enormous potential of the blockchain. Now, Entrepreneurs Redefined is about the expression of ideas, thoughts, and talent inspired by creators to design a vision for the future. But before we get into the topic, this channel is dedicated to producing content for educational and entertainment purposes. Nothing in this video can be considered financial advice. If you're new to the channel and like what you see and hear, be sure to tap that subscribe button. And for our truly dedicated entrepreneurs, ping that notification bell as well. By now, many have heard about the blockchain and witnessed the adoption of tokenization. In fact, tokenization is disrupting the way we invest in assets. Businesses are increasingly seeing the token economy as a way to create new markets and increase sales. So how can you maintain control of your creative ideas, your social network, and your royalties? Well, in this 5-part series, we're taking a look at how through the use of non-fungible tokens or NFTs. Now, non-fungible tokens are based on blockchain technology and can be used to represent real-world items that help creators and authors or performers and musicians and artists unlock important economic benefits. And say NFTs allow creators the freedom to hone their craft and reach a greater audience and continue along their personal artistic development, all while maintaining rights to their creation and their royalties. So, in part one, we want to define the NFT. Now let's get started. Technically speaking, an NFT is a unit of data stored on a blockchain and often verified by the Ethereum blockchain that certifies a digital asset to be unique and not interchangeable. Okay, so what does that all really mean? This can get pretty techy quickly, but let's break the concept down into 3 core parts to really understand it better. Now, simply put, the 3 parts are 1. Fungible versus non-fungible, 2. The definition of tokens, and 3. Subjective value versus objective value. Now let's first tackle the difference between fungible assets and non-fungible assets. An asset is just a fancy finance term that means something useful or valuable. It can be something physical like gold, it can be something digital like Bitcoin, and it can also be something abstract like your expertise or know-how. Now, a fungible asset is something that is interchangeable. It can be evenly swapped with another asset of the same type. So suppose you borrow a $5 bill from your friend for a morning coffee at Starbucks, and to pay her back, do you really need to pay her another $5 bill? Well, of course not. You can pay her back with 5 $1 bills because dollars or paper currencies are, for the most part, fungible. Now, non-fungible assets are the opposite. Non-fungibility means that something is unique and can't be easily substituted for something similar. It is not interchangeable. So let's suppose both you and your friend have French bulldogs, and on your way to Starbucks that next morning to give her the $5 you owe her, you take your dog by her house. Now, will she be okay if you swap her dog for your dog? They are, in fact, both French bulldogs, and they look the same. However, each of the dogs have their own unique personality, memories, and abilities. So you can see how that transaction isn't exactly an equal swap of value. Now, NFTs are cryptocurrencies, but unlike fungible cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, NFTs are completely unique. Now, the next part of the NFT we want to tackle is the definition of token. Now, a token is something physical or digital that represents something, or something physical or digital that can be exchanged for something such as a good or service or other form of utility. Now, in real life, for example, your driver's license is a token which represents the fact that you have successfully completed the training required to drive in your country. Or your office ID badge is a token which represents that a company gainfully employs you. However, the token doesn't have value in and of itself. The value comes from the asset it represents. For instance, a gift card would also be an example of a token. However, the actual plastic card isn't valuable, but the plastic card represents value you can exchange for whatever terms are dictated by the issuer of the gift card. So likewise, in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, a token is a representation of value like a stake, voting right, a toll, a currency, a store of value. It could represent ownership of something, or it could be multifunctional, as it is not limited to one specific role. In fact, it can fulfill many roles within its native ecosystem. Now, these tokens can be used to represent ownership of unique items like art and other collectibles. So let's say that an artist wants to sell digital work on the internet. Now, using a common blockchain like Ethereum, the transaction is created in an immutable record system that confirms the digital rights or representation to an asset. Or let's say you have a rare baseball card. As the owner of the card, you can create a token on the blockchain representing the authenticity of that baseball card. You can now trade or sell it for other valuable goods on the blockchain. Now, if blockchain technology has you mystified and you want to know more but have no idea where to start, we have the perfect course for you. We'll teach you the basics of the blockchain and how to get started buying, selling, or trading bitcoins, altcoins, and other cryptocurrencies. Just scan the QR code or go to www.entrepreneursredefined.com and sign up for our basics course. Now, the final part of the NFT we want to tackle is subjective value versus objective value. Like Tom Cruise said to Cuba Gooding Jr. in the iconic movie Jerry Maguire, "Show me the money." But as far as the NFT is concerned, show me the value. Now, I think we can all agree that the air we breathe and having access to clean drinking water are fundamentally important. You know, air to breathe and water to drink have objective value. Now, objective value is based on factual evidence not tied to an individual's opinion. A person's belief, perception, or preferences don't really add or take away from the overall importance or value attributed to air or water. Now, subjective value is different. Subjective value is based on personal opinion or the idea that an item's value is dependent on that person's beliefs, perceptions, or preferences. So, for example, let's say you live in Chicago and have a need to go outside on an extremely cold and windy day. You have one wool coat, and in a case like this, that one wool coat might be worth more to you than a full diamond necklace. Or let's say I have a round-trip airline ticket to France that cost $100 US. It's departing tomorrow and coming back a week from now. Now, if you cannot drop everything you're doing and go tomorrow, or if you don't have a passport, then the ticket is pretty much worthless to you. Now, assuming you can and you want to hop on a plane to France tomorrow, if the ticket were for a middle seat versus, say, an aisle or a window seat, that would probably influence your perception of the ticket's value. Now, some people prefer aisle seats, while other people prefer window seats. So therefore, the location of the seat adds a subjective value layer to the ticket. Now, regardless of the $100 cost attributed to the ticket, everyone would place a different value on it due to their own beliefs, perceptions, or preferences. Now, other examples of subjective value include the artist known as Beeple, who unlocked over $69 million in sales through, you guessed it, non-fungible tokens. Now, Grimes has sold over 6 million in videos and images as NFTs. And if you want a CryptoPunk, the only way is through an NFT. The 10,000 CryptoPunks that are being traded as NFTs cannot be added to or owned in any other manner. Therefore, in conclusion, these three concepts pretty much define or explain the properties of the non-fungible token, which again, technically speaking, is a unit of data stored on a blockchain that certifies a digital asset to be of unique value and not interchangeable. Now, if you're an artist, musician, or creator ready to redefine entrepreneurship and take control of your work to share it with your raving fans, be sure to leave us a comment below. And also, check out the links to our website, or get out your cell phone and scan the QR code to be taken directly to our site, where you'll find exclusive content and insights for using blockchain technology to enhance your creative business. And if you found this video useful, click the bell and send those likes to an all-time high. And don't forget to subscribe. Alright, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time.